the race that we just saw with that late model feature, and those guys proved that you can come from the back to the front. It really, truly, that was minimal cautions as well. It wasn't like we had a plethora of cautions and a bunch of cars taken out. I mean, when that caution, that last caution weighed with 11 or 12 laps left, there were still 17 of the 22 starters on the racetrack. So it can be done, but you got to race smart. You got to bide your time, but you can't bide it too terribly long.
I'll tell you what a great way to wrap up this weekend. Don't forget next year, race fans, November 29th, the 30th, December 1st. It's still kind of dirt in November and December. The best of both worlds. Get those hotels reserved. Tickets will be going on sale very soon. And Dustin, it won't be long. We'll be back here.
Yeah, no doubt. Actually, I had someone tweet you and I earlier, said they already reserved their hotel room for 1 year for next year's dates here at the Gateway Dirt National.
You know, and it makes it the week before PRI. And I personally, me selfishly, I kind of like it because now we actually get an off season. We'll wrap things up at PRI. We have a whole month off before we start in Arizona. And it'll be easier on people. It's not right before Christmas. We know travel, family, logistics, it can be rough this time of year.
Yep, exactly. And like you said, for you and I, selfishly, we get a full month off instead of just the 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks off that we have this year.
Well, Dustin, you want to get these people fired up and get these race cars fired up?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the same thing that we did last time. We'll start it, but we want you to finish it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, gentlemen!
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let's get them fired up, and we are ready to roll. 30 laps. Trenton Berry, what do you think about this one? You're obviously very modified, very near and dear to your heart. What a field of cars we have right here.
Yeah, there's no question about it, guys. A really good cross-section of drivers from all across the Midwest. Of course, we saw how dominant Tanner Mullins was starting up front last night. Let's see if Ray Bollinger is able to rekindle, or rather take a page on the playbook of Tanner Mullins there in the 02. Kenny Wallace, he had a lot of experience last night rolling that high side. We'll see if he sticks up there early, how hard he goes early. Mike Harrison's right back there behind him as well. I want to give a call to the 10Y of Trent Young as well. That team has battled a lot of adversity, that red 10Y, to be right where they are at there in the field in their Bob Pierce race car here tonight. So looking for a big night for those guys from 10Y. Why not? He just won $30,000. Bobby Pierce certainly showed he knows the fast way around. So, yeah, this is a star-studded field, an outstanding race, and a great way to end the 2017 season.
Well, a couple things, Trent Berry, real quick. I just got a text from Fairbury American Legion Speedway announcer Mike Norris, who said, this is Ray Bollinger's 100th race of 2017.
Is that a lot? That's a lot.
I mean,
that's a lot.
You know, yeah.
That's a lot.
So 100 is a lot for one. So, I mean, wow, what a way for him maybe to end or run his 100th race as well. But two, we talked earlier about drivers from all across the country and all different sanctioning bodies that are here. So that's a big shout out to Todd Staley with USRA and the USMTS Modified Series. I know that he and his wife are there watching as well. And Todd, you get a little more USMTS flavor in this maybe in the coming years.
Hell, you know, we had the Go Farm Posse tuned in. Brian and Rick Rickman, we got to get them here. They love Bullring. Guys, you got to come next year.
Absolutely.
Well, we are still have one to go. That means next time out of 4, we are going green, race fans, as it is showtime at the Dome for the final time in 2017. And we are green. We are underway. Off into 1 and 2. Kenny Wallace going to jump to the lead. Mullins to the inside. Here comes Brett Mullins on the move. He finished second in the streak already before he wants to get the win.
Ray Mullins on the inside of him. Kenny Wallace to the lead. That's number 1. Mullins side by side to the second spot right here. Well, they nearly go 3 wide to the lead off to.
Down the back straightaway, Kenny Wallace will go to the top. 3 wide to the lead. Broken. It just happened. Kenny Wallace, your leader. Ray Mullins are now in third as Brett Mullins goes to second, and now he'll go to the bottom. A quarter on Kenny Wallace. Look out, Brett Mullins to the lead.
Oh my, Brett Mullins with the quad dot takes the lead. Kenny Wallace leads last 1 and 2. The leader being the left race to be Brett Mullins. Ray Mullins are now back up in second.
What a race right now at the front of the pack. Mullins has got the lead. Here comes Mike Harrison. He won last night. He is hungry for this win. As the top 4 cars get on a blanket over him. And now Mullins is going to come up on the 4. 3 wide. It's all out. Look out, Kenny Wallace.
What a race up front. Can throw a blanket over these guys. Mullins are at 77. Mullins at 41 in. Harrison at 24. Wallace at 36.
5 laps down. Who's going to be your leader? It's Brett Mullins by a nose. Ray Mullins are back in second. And now Mullins are going to take the lead out of 2. Mullins with the speed underneath. He'll battle back for 3 and 4 behind him. Side by side, Harrison and Kenny Wallace. Leader of lap number 6. You got a new leader. No, it was Mullins. It looked like it might have been Mullins, but it was actually Mullins. And they were that close to us. They just realized this is not really happening. This is a show right here. These guys are still side by side. They've been side by side since the drop of the green flag. Mullins are in 7. McKinney's out of the race. So McKinney slows, and he's going to try to yield into the infield and might do so. Thank you, Mike McKinney. We'll take clean and green. 18 down, 22 to go. Mullins, your leader. He's working that high side. Mullins are working hard on the bottom. Tanner Mullins, Bobby Pierce up to 6, and we got our first caution. It looks like McKinney came back out on the track. I didn't see it, and he collects Tommy Seats Jr., who, again, has just had a tough 2017 season. Yeah, McKinney slowed down on the racetrack, pulled down to the infield. Looked like maybe he was going to yield to the infield. I don't know if that car lost power or what, but then he actually edged his way back out on the racetrack. Didn't see what happened, though, with him and the 9SSC. That's a tough break, but my goodness, 8 laps in. We have got a whale of a race up front. 8 entertaining laps. What do you think so far, St. Louis?
Guys, I was on the backstretch here and was able to see that what happened. McKinney was off the racetrack, but he did gas back up under his own power. It looked like he just lost it when he went right down there and hit some slick stuff into turn 3. Obviously wasn't able to kind of arc the car like he would like to normally make that sort of a turn. So it looked like McKinney was going to rejoin the rear of the field himself, and unfortunately he brought out the yellow.
Well, he is out of this race now. So your leader, Brent Mullins, Ray Mullins in 2nd, Mike Harrison in 3rd, Kenny Wallace 4th, Tanner Mullins in 5th. How about Bobby Pierce? He's up to 6th. Who thinks he can pick up another 10,000 tonight? We're going to find out. 22 laps, Dustin. We're back underway.
8 laps forward, 22 to go. Green flag is back out. It's been a great race so far. If your neighbor left, shame on them. They're on the naughty list.
Down the back straightaway to the lead. And here comes Mike Harrison. And Harrison's going to push into Tanner Mullins joins the party. And now Mike Harrison going to take third away from Kenny Wallace. He'll have to Ray Mullins through 1 and 2 for the runner-up position.
It's just a phenomenal race up front. Brett Mullins tried to win it last year. Harrison slipped his lead falls off the pace over in turns 1 and 2. Back up front, Brett Mullins continues to lead. Ray Mullins goes second. Mike Harrison going his best in and bad impersonation, going his best impersonation of a from last night, ripping the right rear off of that race car.
All right, now it's going to be 11 down and 19 to go. It's Mullins, Hollinger, Harrison, Kenny Wallace, Tanner Mullins, Tommy Pierce, Mike Kissinger, Tommy Shepard Jr., Trey Young, and Chad Sellers. That's your top 10 as we approach the halfway mark. Lucas Lee out of the party.
Tough break for Lucas Lee. He's going to fall down into the infield. Brent Mullins has close to biggest lead of the race and about half a car length over Ray Mullins. 2 drivers taking very distinct lines around this racetrack. Brent Mullins on the 41M up on the very high side of the Speedway. Mullins down on the low side of the Speedway. Bobby Pierce still back there battling for 5th on the extreme high side as well.
As we approach the halfway mark, 2 distinct groups still as we work off turns 3 and 4. It's been a good one so far with Brent Mullins trying to get redemption and get the win here at the Dome. The next stop out is going to be halfway. Will be 50 in a book, 15 laps remaining. There's 2 lap battles back through the pack. Great racetrack right now, Dustin.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Pierce has got a fast race car back there, but I don't know that he's...
we got one upside down.
Tommy Seats Jr. goes up down the end of the front straightaway, and the red flag is out.
And not sure what happened there. We'll see if we get anything. But Tommy Seats Jr., his luck just continues to go downhill as he gets on his lid down in turn number 1 with 14 on the board. We were coming back to the halfway mark, and we'll check on the driver number 9, S-Car, out of Alton, Illinois, and the difference a year can make. As soon as we get an update, we will let you race fans know. So they'll check on him down there, landing on his roof down in turn number 1. They're going to pull the car maybe to help allow him to get out. We got the wrecker hooked up to it. And he's out of the car, race fan. Tommy Seats Jr. He's got his hands in there, and we'll see if Blake Anderson can get a word with him. Hey, Tommy, first off, are you all right?
Oh, yeah. That was a wild ride.
What happened there?
That cushion right there is dangerous. Get up on that concrete wall and you can't get off of it. Guys need to scrape some of that down so it ain't so dangerous. Back there is just as bad.
Glad to see you're all right, Tommy.
Thank you.
Tommy Seats Jr., defending champion, out of the car and A-OK, guys. Well, by my flip count, that'll be number 3 for the weekend. I think we had 2. No, we had 3 last year.
We had 3 last year.
Yeah, we had flipping on Thursday night, and then of course we had the Glessner wreck and the J. Elliott wreck.
Yep. Yeah, I'm content with no more of those.
We've had 3 wedding proposals that were successful, and we've also had 3 flip. They offset each other.
Yes.
It's like eating a Snickers and drinking a Diet Coke, and it completely offsets what you've done there.
You were going to say eat a Snickers and a salad.
Okay, whatever floats your boat.
I mean,
Trenton Berry, what about this race we've seen so far?
It's been a great race here, honestly. Brent Mullins back and forth, obviously that 41M and Chad Mullins, their Mullins race engine's a good partner of the event. That would be kind of a cool storyline there for the driver of the 41 Bollinger. Run a good race as well, so yeah, I don't think anybody's out of the woods yet as far as how this thing will shake out, as we'll have 16 left to go in this one. But man, it's been a really good race, and Kevin Gundaker has really delivered on this racetrack again. You just kind of wondered last year, all right, well, they were good, and maybe they just hit it, but to hit it again, they've really got a handle on what needs to happen here. And this is just a fantastic event.
And it's getting better and better, and it's a learning experience, and we're all going to make mistakes with it as we go and figure out what does and doesn't work. But if you jump backwards about 10 days ago, there's nothing in this building, and that's the hard thing to imagine right now, is that there's no racetrack, there's nothing. And for them to do that so quick and to do what they do, they're only going to continue to figure out ways to tweak the layout, the configuration, everything of this track. And Dustin, I cannot wait until next year. This event's been so amazing. I don't know what these last 16 laps are going to hold, but I got a feeling it's probably about to be a really good finish.
And the good news is we don't have to wait 365 days for the next one now either.
We got a jump start. Blake Anderson, you're down there surveying things. How does everything look?
Well, they just got the car hooked up and ready to pull out here. Tommy hopped on the golf cart to ride out. How about a big round of applause for our safety crew and our record guys? They've been working hard all weekend.
The unsung heroes of the dirt track world.
Absolutely. Sure. You know what? I pay pretty close attention to those kinds of things, and those guys have done a great job of being Johnny on the spot, getting out there and things like that too. They've done a really, really good job, and accident cleanup, keeping things moving and things along those lines. Sometimes we go to racetracks and there's about 8 tow trucks in the infield, only one of them ever moves throughout the course of the entire night. But everyone here, in terms of safety team and wreckers and anyone along those lines, getting a car push started, they've done a great job in keeping things rolling throughout the course of the entire program. And I mean, that is a big hat tip from someone that's a stickler on that kind of stuff.
So many times you take those guys for granted until you need them. So, speaking of thanking people, before we get to the end, I want to thank this entire production crew. This is the biggest DirtOnDirt.com production crew that we've ever had for one of these. I've been with them since the beginning. You've been there right there since the beginning too, Dustin. And I think over 20 people here this weekend. We had 11 different cameras, and they continue to grow, and it's because of the awesome support from the fans and the response of the sponsors and things like that. So, people behind the scenes, the Ryans and the Turns and the Wheels and the Steves and everybody that does something. There's so many people that make this possible, and we do appreciate it.
There are so many moving parts and pieces. I don't think that most folks can even comprehend exactly what goes into a production like that. And I would just kind of close that by saying, if you are not a member or a subscriber to not just Dirt on Dirt, but I mean a lot of these great websites, RaceOnDirt.com,
more fatheads here next year.
I believe I saw a race one time, Ben, where someone had a Ben Shelton fathead.
Yeah, Fairbury's got jokes. They keep getting tomorrow. Actually, Michael Rigby's got jokes. I know he's behind it. He denies it, but I know he's behind it. It's not Charlie. It's Rigby.
I'm going to have to put in my fathead order with Kurt for a Ben and Dustin fathead next year.
That is right. You can have us down there. We'd be the 3 Stooges hanging out down there beside you. You and your 2 friends, the fatheads.
Hey, bring more life to that. It's cool. That's the neat thing about this event is all the extracurricular activities fans bring with the fatheads, people dressing up. It just makes it such a neat event.
I want a T-Rex here next year.
Yeah, we need a T-Rex, and I definitely want to see the gorilla chasing the banana. That's my personal favorite.
Horsehead's one of my favorites too.
And we want to see Blake wear a dress. All right, we're going to go back green out of turn number 4. Brent Mullins on the loud pedal, 1 lap away from halfway, 16 to go. We're back underway in the dome.
Brent Mullins got a real good start right there. We'll see if it's able to hold up Trey Mullinger on the inside of Kenny Wallace. KW's been able to make that high side work. We'll see if he's able to continue that this time by. Cross flag, 15 down, 15 to go.
Brent Mullins is up in that Mike Harrison line. Mike Harrison's down on the low line. The Wolves backwards as we're past the halfway mark. 15 down, 15 to go. And now Kenny Wallace getting ahead of steam. They'll go after Mullinger for position at number 2.
Brent Mullins right now all by himself up there on the high side of the track. Second, third, fourth, and fifth all running the low group. Bobby Pierce down there low as well. Levi Kissinger goes top shelf.
Well, you got to wonder, now Mullins moves down, you got to wonder if that top group is going to start to get dirty if 4 guys weren't up there. Just not saying that. There goes Harrison to the top, and he takes Kissinger with him.
Well, you heard Harrison say during that little break that he was about to go all in. He was really going to push it. We'll see if he's got anything left in the tank. Mullins maybe putting an ever so slight gap between himself and Mullins, or just we say that Mullins is closing back in.
Hundreds of laps on this racetrack this weekend, and right now with 12 laps to go to the 11 out of turn number 4, there's 3 different groups in the modified feature.
I mean, this is great. This is outstanding. This is a very, very stereotypical high group, low group battle. Bollinger is able to pull alongside Mullins in the corner. Mullins, though, has a little more momentum and is able to pull away from him on the straightaway. Since we said that, I don't know if Mullins maybe messed up a little bit. He opens up the door for Bollinger.
How about that? Brent Mullins, the leader by a nose. Who's going to lead lap 21? 20 in the month, 10 to go. Here comes Ray Bollinger. Mullins back to his outside.
Great race up front for the lead. They've been side by side more than they haven't. This time by 9 laps to go, and Ray Bollinger noses out front.
Bollinger takes the lead with 9 to go.
And others. He's going to get by. He may have to either elbow someone or thread a needle, because this time by just 7 laps remain. Ray Bollinger out front. Brent Mullins second. Kenny Wallace third. Mike Harrison fourth. Tanner Mullins fifth.
And right now Bollinger starting to stretch it out. Mullins not able to make up ground on him, and we've got 6 laps to go out of turn number 4. Ray Bollinger 6 laps away from his 26th win of the year, his first Gateway Dirt National title.
And Kenny Wallace nearly parked it down in turns 1 and 2. And the caution flag is going to have to wave because the Herminator lost the tail end of that race car. And we have got a caution setting us up for a 6-lap dash to the finish.
So here's the question on this double file restart. Is Mullins going to go to the top or the bottom? If you give Harrison the top, you may give him exactly what he wants.
Right, yeah. And Mullins has been running the top. But
Sure, FJ Rod intends to replay. And Wallace got in there, just got, like it just locked up on him. It's such a fine line, these corners. And you heard Billy, when Billy
exclamation point on the season.
Harrison's got the outside, Dustin.
He's got the outside. We'll see what happens. 6 laps to go, Ben.
6 to go. Can Harrison get it wound up, or is the top burn up? Harrison goes in the middle, down through turn 1 and 2. Bobby Pierce will go to the extreme top, and he's got a head of steam out of 2.
Bobby Pierce with a great run down the back stretch. We'll see if he's able to keep that going through turn 3 and 4.
Oh, my.
As it is tied up front.
Bobby Pierce is coming. He's coming.
Here comes Pierce on the high side.
The top is wide open, and Pierce is hammered up. Oh, Harrison's going to go to the top in front of him. He didn't want to see that.
Can Harrison make something happen now? This time 4 laps to go.
Oh, Mike Harrison got right up where Bobby Pierce was at. He didn't want to see it. They'll race back to 3 to go. It's still a good battle. Bollinger, your leader. Brent Mullins in second. Harrison on the top side. Pierce is behind him. Tanner Mullins is joining the battle.
Mike Harrison trying hard to make that top side work, but he's running out of time. He goes back down to the bottom, and that opens up door for Pierce, but are there enough laps left this time by? There will be 2 sticks in the air.
2 laps remain.
Too late, the caution flag had already waved. The caution was already out when the 10Y of Young was sitting sideways coming off turn number 4.
It only makes sense. We end this weekend with our green, white, checkered finish.
And as we have said all weekend long, what could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong? It's only dirt in December, that's all.
So it'll be Ray Mullins or your leader, Brent Mullins, who was second last year on Friday, second last year on Saturday, currently in second again here tonight. Mike Harrison third, Bobby Pierce fourth, and Tanner Mullins fifth.
6 is going to be Kissinger, 7th Tim Hancock, 8th Tyler Nicely, 9th Nick Roberts, and Tommy Shepard Jr. in 10th. Race fans, 2 laps shootout to the checkers, 10,000 on the line. It's up to Ray Bollinger to get on the loud pedal. We'll be back underway.
This might get interesting. Green flag is out. Here we go.
Bollinger takes him off into 1 and 2. Harrison going to hammer that top side. Can he get there? He gets a bigger up, and I don't think it's enough.
Well, he might. We'll see what happens. White flag is going to be in the air this time around. Who's it going to be? Bollinger, Mullins, Harrison, they're all right there.
Harrison driving it for all it's worth as the flames come up around the fifth. And Harrison bobbled just a little bit there. Final time through 3 and 4, DJ.
Checkered flag in the air in his 100th race of the year. Ray Bollinger picks up $10,000 in the dome.
Brent Mullins in second, Mike Harrison third, Tanner Mullins fourth, Bobby Pierce in fifth. Race fan, in his 100th race of the year, Ray Bollinger wins his 26th race. $10,000. Victor, give him a round of applause. Ray Bollinger out of Kewanee, Illinois.
That is one happy dude right there.
Don't burn up all the gas. You got to go to the scales, right?
That's right. Don't burn too much rubber off of it. I'll tell you what, man. Wow. I love it. You know, I know there's only so many vacation days in a year, but my goodness. If you are watching at home, you have got to get to Gateway in 2018.
Hashtag get the Gateway.
Hashtag get the Gateway, baby. If you're here right now, before you walk out St. Louis, how about one more round of applause for the show you saw here this year?
We'll have Victory Lane coming up with Blake Anderson. If you are leaving right now, please be safe, race fans. We cannot wait to see it until next year. Don't forget GatewayDirt.com for race information. It'll be available very soon. Get those hotels booked.
I had a great group of folks from Minnesota, in the Alexandria, Minnesota area that I watched this modified race with. They're trying to get them to the PDC next year, and a good group of people to watch that race with, so I want to give them a shout out as well.
Absolutely. Well, Blake Anderson in the infield. Here comes your winner, Ray Bollinger.
Making his way onto the racing surface. Waving at fans, the man of the people, Ray Bollinger, slowly making his way, absorbing all of this. Kyle McCowan, chase starter, bringing him into victory lane. And Trenton, we talked about this earlier, the unique look at the front end of this car, Ray Bollinger, Robert. He'll get a cool shot of that here in just a second. And the VP Racing Fuels hat, the VP Racing Fuels checkered flag, and event promoter Cody Summer has the $10,000 check. Climbing out of the car, St. Louis, makes some noise for Ray Bollinger! Get Ray over to the front of his car here in VP Racing Fuels victory lane. The Gateway Dirt Nationals trophy goes on the car. VP Racing Fuels jugs, and Ray, your 26th win of the season. I think you saved the best for last. The race you just kind of were riding around, sitting in second, waiting for that opening.
Yeah, I kind of pushed out there right early on. You know, my front tire slid out on me and it got around me. And I got frustrated there for a little bit, and I knew I just needed to get the car back underneath me, and I knew I had a fast car. Mullins is fast, and he really couldn't get to the bottom like I could. And I tell you the truth, when I knocked that mine tire, I knocked the toe out, that thing steered like a dream.
How long is it going to take for this win to set in for you?
It'll never set in.
Congratulations. A huge win for you guys.
I just got to say thank you to Dirt on Dirt and everybody out there, all the fans here, all my sponsors. I can't say them all, but I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Cody Summers is the man. He came from Sheffield, Illinois, right down the road from me, 10 minutes from me, and that man is it. How about it one more time, St. Louis, for Ray Bollinger?
Well, guys, what a race we had tonight. What a way to wrap up a weekend. Couldn't ask for any more. And again, don't forget, November 29th, 30th, December 1st, 2018, we're back in the Dome.
We will be right back here, and we hope that you will be right back here as well. Trenton Berry, it was so glad to have you on board this weekend, buddy. Blake Anderson, so glad to have you on board as well. On behalf of Ben Shelton, I'm Dustin Jarrett. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for once again being a part of Dirt in December, the second annual VP Racing Fuels Gateway Dirt Nationals, presented by Karl Performance. From everyone at DirtOnDirt.com, thank you and good night.
And Merry Christmas.